This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
I love Ben Riley.
Hello and welcome back to the Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil, and joining me, of course, as always, that clone lover.
Hey y'all, it's Willa. I can't wait till Phil crumbles to dust because you know he's the clone.
See, she's good. She's evil.
Never said I wasn't.
Put more on that next week. Because podcast-wise, you know it's coming out for this episode, right? So we want Far From Home review.
Yay.
Oh, come on, it's swag.
I know. We'll get there.
But yeah, so of course, since Far From Home's coming out, we're going to be, this is going to be the month of Mysterio.
But can I just say that I kind of, I don't know. I kind of wish that Spider-Man could have been its own little pocket. Like, I just, post Endgame, it just, I don't know. With the snap and everything, I feel like that was just an extra layer that the movie didn't need, won't need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, maybe going forward after this movie, maybe it'll be more segregated.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's just my only concern about Spider-Man, and when he was introduced in Civil War, and then we had Endgame, and now it's like, okay, in a post-Thanos snap world, this is what we're dealing with.
Like have his class graduated already.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but what issue are we talking today?
Well, to start off Mysterio month, I'm glad you asked. Amazing Spider-Man 311. Back in the middle of the Inferno crossover.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a lot of crossovers and events in Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Inferno thing, anyone who was in New York at this time was like, oh,
everybody.
Yeah, I mean, Daredevil, Fantastic Four, everybody.
Yeah.
Because it was primarily an X-Men event, kids, and there was demons running all over through New York, and
yeah, I'm X-Men.
So I think
no wonder they're getting completely rebooted.
Because the only two, I think anyone outside of New York was free of this. Wasn't Hulk in Vegas at this point? I don't think he had to deal with Inferno. West Coast Avengers didn't have to deal with it. Yeah,
but like I said, I think I mentioned it last night, probably on Nightwing News, how everything is in freaking New York in the Marvel universe for the most part. It's crowded, but it's still segregated.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
And then you get an event like this, and yeah, everybody go back to their own damn corners. I hate you all working together.
Yeah, but I think the Inferno crossover worked good for this, especially the Mysterio story, because it was oh wait, was that Mysterio or was that Inferno?
Exactly. But the cover tells us the return of the man called Mysterio. So
yeah, I'm trying to remember before this issue. I think it might have been a minute or two since he had shown up in a Spider-Man book.
Yeah. We couldn't have been Norman's death. That's 123.
No, I know he was around the Amazing 200.
Yeah.
Maybe right before it. Yeah.
Was it 238?
238.
In between that, it's been a while, but not that long.
That was Hobgoblin origin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It might have been close to around 200. So
they had some restraint.
I'm trying to remember, unless he showed up in a web of Spider-Man or something.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so it might have been a little over 100 issues.
That's a lot of restraint even for now. I think somebody just forgot. And they're like, "Hey man, we haven't had Mysterio around. Oh crap, get on it."
I know.
Tired of these damn Osborns and Kurt Connors. Yeah. Anyway, so this issue opens up with, of course, Pete out web slinging, and he sees the stone lines outside the main branch of the public library come to life and attack people.
We get some very McFarlane art.
Yeah, I was gonna say night at the museum. What is going on? Although this came before that. Yeah. So that happened.
And then Peter hears some screams and he's like, hey, I might as well get my camera out.
King of the selfies.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like fragments flying and everything's getting reduced to rubble, and
there's just like mist, like fog and mist everywhere.
Yeah. And then in a nearby alley, there's that poor Peanuts, Mel Rooney, trying to mug a couple, giving us Batman vibes.
Who are you?
Yeah. That was
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
Yeah. It's like, and then Pete's trying to like smash the creatures, and
oh yeah, because first it was the lions are outside the library, and then like it looks like a giant figure comes out, like made of the wall, just like rips off the wall. Almost looks like the Absorbing Man. I
was just like, what is even going on? This is too much. I just opened this damn book. What the hell?
I know. And then the figure like looks like he kills the man of the couple that was getting mugged.
Yeah, he like picks up the car and throws it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, okay, very Superman vibe. Okay.
Well, if you're strong enough, I mean, how else are you gonna take out a giant stone guy?
I don't know. Does he have like some spider bombs or something?
Not Batman, you know.
Marvel would like to disagree with you. Anyway, so yeah, the police arrive and they ask Spider-Man to make a statement, and I'm like, really? A vigilante statement's gonna hold up? Okay, that's fine. Moving on.
Yeah, it's easier on the paperwork, I guess.
I don't know. However, he has nothing to say, and he's like, I'm gonna go down to the station tomorrow, and I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whatever you say, Pete. Then he gets home, and Mary Jane's there sweltering in the heat because the air conditioner's on the fritz.
Yeah, McFarlane's drawing her, so she's in a tube top and short shorts.
Because it's hot. You know, he had to create some context, which is nice, at least. Yeah. Not just like, because I felt like it. Deal with it. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I'm glad I don't live in the city, because it's all about central air in Florida. If you don't got central air, I feel sorry for you.
Amen.
Yeah. So she called the repairman but got a dial tone, and she's like, all I hear is like faint crackling. I'm like, is your phone tapped, Peter? What have you been doing? The feds are on to you. Run, boy, run. No, that like back in the day, that used to be like a thing. If you could hear like clickety clicks on your phone was tapped. Now they perfected that, and you'll just assume someone's always listening, because they are.
Well, they just
thank you NSA. Thank you 9/11.
They just put them in your house now.
Yeah, Alexa, yeah. Google Assistant, Bixby, they're all snitches. Anyway, yeah. So what happens after that? Then he like kind of tells her what happened, and he's devastated that an innocent man died. And I'm like,
yeah, because he comes in off the balcony. She's like, oh, who's that on the balcony? Husband who uses that to come and go every time.
You know what? Mary Jane cigarettes aren't cigarettes.
Oh,
they're funny cigarettes.
Oh, those jazz cigarettes. Okay.
You've heard of Clover cigarettes. Meet its evil cousin. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's Mary Jane, and nobody ever knows what to do with her, so it's fine. We're just gonna not pick on her today.
Yeah.
Oh, but he left his camera. Great job, Pete.
What, your name's probably on it.
Exactly. Like your underwear. Anyway, the next day, Peter like tries to go to class. He can't get the thought of the dead man out of his mind, so he's like, "Screw this! I'm just gonna get some fresh air." And then he runs into who else? Kurt Connors.
Kurt Connors, yep.
And Connors is distracted again.
Yeah, well, Connors shows up in Inferno too. Let's see.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Peter goes away, and then Kurt's like, "Oh, I've been feeling odd." But he's like, it's probably just the strange weather. It's probably this heat wave.
Yeah, nothing's stirring up the lizard or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that would be my first. Like, you have a PhD, sir. Come on. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Anyway, Peter goes to the lab with Dr. Evan Swan, and he's like, even Swan's not into his work. And then Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, we'll just moving along, tells Peter that Swan never graduated high school and purchased a phony diploma.
Yeah, see, last issue.
Yeah. I was just like, I mean, people still do that, but it's fine.
And you still have your job?
Yeah, I know. The university actually kept him, but they stripped him of his tenure. And I'm just like, I don't think that's how that works. And he's like, I got my own problems to deal with. I can't be sympathetic for this phony. You're a phony.
Man died.
So we cut back to him at home with Mary Jane, and they go to this like country western bar, Mustang Ed's.
Oh yeah, she's doing it's
publicity
for a jeans ad. Yes,
for Le Derriere. Really, the butt jeans. What is this? 2019? That sounds like something they do in 2019, not 1988. Just saying. He's not into it, and she's like, just we couldn't cancel. Mama's got to make the money since you're out swinging around at night. Like, honestly, Peter, honestly. They try to make a quick exit, but then they meet, they see that dude Hal.
Yeah.
And he gets violent, and Peter's like, bro, come on, till the bouncer can throw him out. And she's like, kind of like making like, hey, disturbance in the bar, the guy that was killed the night before, you made like the help. At least you tried. It's okay, Tiger.
You would do the right thing even if he didn't have powers. What's the same with that guy?
Except for that time he didn't. Uncle Ben sends his regards, Peter.
Oh.
Sorry. Hashtag still bitter. He's Mephisto. Fight me.
Oh, please, if everyone judged you about what you did when you were a teenager, Little Hellfire.
No, more like my college years. I was pretty boring in high school.
Oh.
Yeah. College, no. No further investigation is needed. Moving on. Yeah, Peter, like, finally gets some sense talk slapped into him, and he's like, I feel foolish because I've only been thinking about myself, and, he's like, goes to try to find his camera, and then he sees the scene, and he's like, there's no sign of trouble.
Pretty clean, yeah.
He's like, must have been an illusion. Let's investigate further.
So then Spider-Man goes down to the and interrogates Peanuts Mulrooney.
I know, I'm just like, poor Peanuts. Y'all gonna leave Peanuts alone. He's just a lowly thug just trying to eke his way out in this overly crowded space of supervillains taking all the good damn villain jobs. I'm just saying.
Spider-Man just hangs from the ceiling and pulls Peanuts up.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, totally Batman. Totally Daredevil. Fighting for his life. Mulrooney caves, and he's like, okay, he gives him information, and so, Spider-Man heads to the east side. And he's like, aha! Mysterio! I knew it! We meet again, old foe. We meet again.
That Eastside warehouse recently converted into a sound stage. Mr. Hollywood Mysterio.
Yeah, not my favorite, but whatever.
We'll see what the movie does with him.
He's basically Chris Angel at that point. Wait, is that too old of a reference? I feel like our demographic might be too young for that reference.
I don't know, Grandma.
Chris Angel was a flash in the pan, but I happen to have lived in Vegas at the time. He was really huge, so
Fine freak.
Yeah. More like liar, liar, pants on fire. But anyway, yeah. So Mysterio's like, he's like, what's up, dude? Basically.
He's wanted to shake Spider-Man's confidence, so Mysterio set up that whole thing and wanted to psychologically weaken him.
And then, like, for whatever unknown reason, the villain, his miss dulls his spider sense. Did we ever get a handle on that?
I'm trying to remember. I think it's been like that pretty much since like day one.
I know, but why? Did we ever why?
Comic book logic. I don't know.
Convenient plot point is convenient. Okay. Because, I mean, nowadays they do at least try to, like,
Yeah, I mean, at least
pseudoscience their way out of things.
I guess you could say it like numbs the senses, because I think Norman Osborn even had some kind of gas that took away his spider sense temporarily too.
Because, I don't know, man. Spiders are pretty resilient. They're up there with roaches. That's all I'm saying. So,
yeah.
Anyway, animatronics. Anna mother freaking matronics.
Oh yeah, animatronics of aliens.
Yeah. This people is why I don't like Mysterio. Ridiculous. The redonkulousness of it all.
And then supposedly the ghost of the dead guy is trying to haunt Spider-Man. But of course, well, at least Pete didn't fall for it.
Just long sigh. Anytime Mysterio comes around, it's just a long sigh from me. I'm sorry.
I know.
But
once it comes up down to a fist fight, Pete beats him pretty easily.
You would hope so. But then again, it took him how long to beat the Vulture? Old man Vulture. Anyway, yeah.
I just love when Pete goes home, tell Mary Jane about the whole thing. Then he's like, well, at least with Mysterio in custody, all the weirdness in the town will stop. Nope.
Not a chance.
Got 2 more issues of Inferno, just in amazing. No.
Yeah, not to mention Spectacular Spider-Man and Web, yeah. Long sigh.
And then that last page.
Yeah.
Harry Osborn has a bad dream.
Just for once, I just love to focus on one villain, not two. Just once.
Well, just one page because it's setting up another issue.
I know, yeah, exactly.
Because the Hobgoblin's lurking outside. Not the first one, not the good one, Mackindale.
Ugh.
Oh, Inferno, that's when Mackindale gets bonded to the demon.
Yeah, and just to be fair, at least Normie Osborn is only in flashbacks.
What?
Normie, in the next issue after this, he's only in flashbacks.
Yeah.
So there's that. The Goblin War's not that bad. I don't know why I'm acting like this.
Yeah, woman. Goblin
War was okay. But somebody needs to rein in Todd McFarlane. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, just wait. We'll be covering Spawn 300.
I know. But see, that's a whole nother thing. Spawn is his creation. When it's somebody else's, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think he feels the same way.
Yeah, exactly. He knows. But no, I mean, not to say that it's a bad thing. I just think sometimes certain things are just a little out of proportion, shall we say.
Oh, well.
And it's a little distracting, but okay. I get it. I get who the audience is for. It's fine.
Late derriere.
Exactly. Le derriere. I was like, what kind of Pepe Le Pew crap is this? But anyway, yeah. It made sense to put Mysterio into this, but it's like, just every time Mysterio comes around, I'm just annoyed.
I know. I don't know. I just thought it was a cute little, double take. It's like, oh, okay. That was Mysterio. No.
No. Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember. Did Spider-Man even say something about those lines in the beginning? And wasn't that Mysterio like, no, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
So,
but then again, Mysterio's a liar, so
True. What was Inferno though?
I know.
So what did you give this issue?
I'm gonna be generous, and I'm gonna go a solid B.
Oh.
I like the one-liners. It was very quippy. I like quippy Spider-Man in small doses. I like that, Mary Jane wasn't insufferable. She was just kind of an airhead, and that's fine. We didn't have to deal with Aunt May this issue, because around this time, like, Aunt May was just insufferable. Yeah, we got to see him focus on something like school, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes they forget.
I don't know. I mean, I like McFarlane's art. I might have to go B- just because I don't know. The story seemed a little too simplistic.
Back to basics, which is Spider-Man, and like I like I said, I like to focus on one villain, even though it was Mysterio. Wow. So I mean, no, I can appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, there's that. Let's get to some modern day Spidey stuff.
This week we got Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 7.
Yep. Let me just pull up my notes on that one. We kind of briefly talked about it on Capes.
Yes.
But it was late. It was late. Star Wars.
You were trying to hog the conversation from that poor Charlie Esser.
Hey, turnabout's fair game.
Nah.
So let's see. Oh yes, like I said, I just really enjoy the more grounded elements that they've sprinkled into the series with Miles Morales. And I love that they show his struggles between his personal life and his superheroics. They don't make it seem as easy, because for Peter, I mean, sure, he like missed a date or two or whatever it is, but like, especially like in that teenage years, it didn't really focus on all that. It was just like pretty much pure action and Daily Bugle for the most part. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, action was his reward.
Yeah. And Miles has like an actual family, not just an elderly aunt, and he has friends, and he's quite a bit younger than Pete was when he got his powers, and so that's like super interesting for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, Miles was way young when he first got his powers.
Yeah, and he's still really young right now. But most of all, I really love the artwork, the cover art, especially by Patrick O'Keefe, as I mentioned on Capes too. Because I really like Into the Spider-Verse really surprised me, and I really loved all their cinematic choices and the artistic style that they took, and it just like, I don't know, like I wish they would incorporate that more into this one.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I just love that the name of the title was in the day of the lives of his family, and then I really love that they actually remembered to follow up with Bombshell about what happened. Yeah, and I think it's good that they have this young guy. First and foremost, he's a young guy, and he's like actually taking a moment to take stock in his life and weigh out his actions and his consequences.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's him with his uncle and his parents, and
yeah,
I don't know. Bombshell always looks to me like she's like trying to like cosplay as a doctor or something with that coat.
Yeah, it's some people kind of don't really dig the contrasting art styles that appear in the panels from time to time, but I don't know. I get it. Like I get it as a sequential art choice, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But that next big cliffhanger that we're all waiting on in battle that we're waiting on, I thought that the final pages of this issue did set it up very well. Oh, yeah. Has me like so pumped for issue number 8. So just all around kudos, a really good job. If you're not reading Miles Morales, you really should be.
I could just hear the narration at the end of a 66 Batman. How will Miles Morales escape?
Exactly. Exactly. And yeah, it's cheeky, and it can be cheesy, but on purpose cheesy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I think that like that's something that a lot of the Spider-Man books aren't anymore. It's like just that they're like, we're not Deadpool, we can't lean into it,
Yeah.
And that's a shame, because king of the selfies, and he was a slightly meta kind of within the context of the story in the earlier years with Spider-Man. So I don't know. It's just fun. And like I said, I love his family dynamic. It's something completely different from all the other Spider people in the universe. So,
but then this was issue 7. Issue 10, I just saw the solicits was, I guess it's Miles Morales' 250th issue. So I don't know, probably expect it to be a little bigger, but
you would hope.
Oh yeah.
And maybe some guest appearances.
Oh yeah. I know they said there's going to be an appearance by, what's her face, from last issue, the Vulture's granddaughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they might be making her a thing.
Maybe.
Somebody needed some money. That's the way I see it.
What a cute. Miles is going to have like a kind of superhero girlfriend.
It's his Catwoman. Kind of might be a foil sometimes, a romantic interest.
True.
Did you read Spider-Man and the
what? Lilith?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I said, did you read Spider-Man and the League of Realms number 3?
No.
I'm not interested in War Realms, so I didn't care.
So many crossovers. I mean, I basically just stuck to the main series, and like whenever it crossed over into books I was already reading. But yeah, there were so many. Because I know when Charlie and I were talking about War Realms, he's like, when did this happen? I'm like, probably one of those 50 million miniseries they're putting out.
Yeah, I think so too. Just like, I just was like, I don't want to. Like, I kind of thumbed through it at the store, and
I mean, the story was okay, but I didn't think it was that that spectacular that they needed all these miniseries to tie into it.
They gotta pump those numbers for your movies you love so much.
Yeah, but it was basically just about everyone in the Marvel universe punching frost giants,
Loki, he's got a TV show coming out. They're reminding you, like, seriously, this is your guys' fault.
and he has an ongoing series coming out too after War of Realms.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh yeah. You didn't see the image of the cover to issue 1 with him flipping Mjolnir?
Oh yeah, totally forgot. I'm not invested, so I don't care. I don't remember.
I think it's issue 2 or 3. It's like him versus Tony Stark or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that happened.
Well, you know what it is. It's something Charlie Esser would like.
Yes, very much so. But yeah, it was a really light Spider-Man week.
Spider-Man City at War. Did you read that?
Yeah. Like I said, I like that. I do, but I don't know.
I mean, I guess.
How can I put it?
Well, again, it's something Charlie Esser would like because they basically, Doc Ock is basically almost like.
Yeah, it's about the Sinister Six, and I'm just like, and the Prison Break, and it's just like Electro, Rhino, Scorpion. Do I care? It's like, okay, Vulture and Mr. Negative, hell yeah, but everybody else, no. And then like the partnership of Peter and Otto, and I'm just like, eh.
Oh wait, you might be ahead of me because this was basically just like him and Mary Jane find out Otto's on a rampage.
Number 4, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe. Spoilers, sorry.
Yes, future woman.
Sorry. But no. Well, like I said, I played the game, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's just kind of like, okay, I know where they're going with it. And they're doing a really great job retelling the video. The video game story is so immersive and it's so cool. There's so many great Easter eggs. But eventually it is going to have to take a departure from the game, the game storyline. But, and I'm really curious to see how it's going to evolve and when that's going to happen. I would assume probably like after issue 12, more than likely. But yeah. So yeah. But the Sinister Six is just like, okay, whatever.
Like, aren't they renumbered before 12? Because I'm seeing like solicits for something called Spider-Man Velocity, which I think.
Oh my god! Really? Are you serious?
Yes, I think they're renumbered before they even get to 12.
So probably 6, but it's still this. There's still. You know what? I think they might be breaking it up into the levels, kind of, sort of, that were in the video game. Maybe.
Yeah.
So like maybe every 6 issues, it'll be like, okay, now we're moving on to this part of the video game. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, no, I just took it as like Otto's like his origin with the arms and everything is very reminiscent of Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Just like
which again, I don't need a sympathetic Doc Ock. He's kind of like a bumbling grandpa, and that's kind of the way that I like my Doc Ock. I know Charlie probably hates that interpretation, but I don't know. That's kind of the.
He even looks like more like a bumbling.
Yeah, I hate white suit Otto. We've discussed that here. I hate it. I do.
That's a pimp.
I know, exactly. He's like Kramer on the with the Technicolor coat. It's just
hipster doofus. What?
Yes, very much so. Oh my god! Fight me, nerd. Fight me, Charlie. I don't care. But yeah, no. I did think that it moved a little bit slower, but out of all the other issues, but I think it needed to.
Yeah, but just like, I don't know, it just seemed like weird. Like Mary Jane was all into like working with Peter, and then all of a sudden she has to disarm one bomb, and she's just like, I don't know, we might need a break.
Well, stress can do weird. I mean, that was a stressful situation.
Yeah.
Not everybody is built for that kind of thing, and that's actually the normal reaction that most people should have, not just to dive into more danger.
I'm not saying, she needs to dive into more danger, but just be like, whew, that was close.
Yeah.
But no, it almost seemed like she wanted to take a break from dating Peter. It's just like, really?
Yeah. You know what, now that I think about it, yeah, they are almost done with most of the video game stuff. I wonder if they're going to stretch it out to issue 6 or just call it a day. And that's, I don't know.
Like I said, there were solicits for something. Spider-Man Velocity. Is there like a Velocity suit or something?
I don't know. Maybe they're going to keep the characters and tell their own story now,
or
maybe they're ramping up for the follow up to it.
It looks like an armored suit or something.
Yeah, he had one. I can't remember if it was actually called Velocity though. There was a ton of suits in that game, like so many.
So I think it was like, oh, how did he come up with that suit? Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. City of War, like, does everything? I don't know. Does this kind of, while it's good, does everything need a comic book adaptation?
Well, I think are they like trying to follow the Injustice model and?
Well, I don't think that you can recapture that lightning in a bottle because of what was going on within the DC universe at the time. Why that took hold so like rapidly and so like wholeheartedly that they even went ahead and did, year 2, and that's still doing really well. Well, was still doing really well and things like that.
Did the suits get that though, or is it just like, hey, this is a popular video game?
Well, you have to do your market research. Well, honestly, in comic books, I can't honestly say that. It feels like they don't do market research or panels or anything like that. I feel like they just do what they want.
It's just like, hey, what's popular?
Yeah, I really feel like in that case, they really do just do what they want. I mean, I'm sure it's a business, but at the same time, sometimes you see those decisions and then it massively flops and fails. And you're like, well, if you would have done market research, I would have told you nobody wanted Mark Guggenheim writing the damn X-Men. Kitty Pryde is not Felicity. Like, yeah, anyway. Hashtag still bitter. Sorry.
That's what I need. That's my ultimate meme. Send me a picture of you sitting on a long box, and I'm just going to put she has issues.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Well, you have comic book issues.
Yes, I get it. It's a play on words, but it's so true. Anyway, is next week heavy Spider-Man? I don't know. It should be, honestly.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull up my shopping list. Next week is Amazing Spider-Man 24. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 8.
Yep, that's the week.
Spider-Man Annual 1. Superior Spider-Man 8. And I think that's all the Spider-Man.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, I know. That's like, 1, 2, at least 4 issues, yeah.
Cool beans. Can't wait.
In our final issue of Mr. and Mrs. X.
We should squeeze that in on Comic Capers, just like at the end.
Okay. I mean,
for reverence.
We'll figure out somewhere to put it. Phrasing.
Boom. Phrasing.
Boom, you hit by that should be a drop. Boom, you hit by phrasing.
Anyway, let's get out of here. Tell the people how they can get in touch with us.
Yes, send us your thoughts because it's Mysterio month. Again, we're going to be kind of going out of order since Far From Home is a brand new release. Next episode will be Far From Home.
And some special friends, probably.
Hold on, friend. Thank you. But following that, we'll be doing Web of Spider-Man number 90. Look for the hologram cover. And then we'll be doing Media Blizzard from the 90s, featuring Lilith Hellfire's favorite person.
I love Ben Reilly.
And then
he just loves to hurt me. Y'all see this, right?
And then since we just wait, Lilith Hellfire, we get 5 Tuesdays this July. So
I saw it in the email.
You get a bonus Mysterio episode, Lilith, of Amazing Spider-Man.
I hate you so much.
Hey, I didn't read the calendar.
We don't have to do Mysterio. We could just do like a bonus episode. I'm just saying.
Okay, if you want to.
We could just briefly mention Mysterio, and then we can do something extra.
I will give you a choice. Go over all of those issues, and you pick whatever one you want to throw out.
All of them.
Oh, I know what we could do for a bonus episode.
What?
I was talking to Mr. Matt Kona of the Quantum Zone podcast, and
hey, what about that? Where's the drop?
Wait.
What about our Quasar podcast, the Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Sparkly quantum tentacles?
Yeah, Mr. Matt Kona.
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
He's been collecting the 2099 books. Those original $3.99.
Poor thing.
So I was going to say, we could, if you wanted, we could do an episode of some Spider-Man 2099.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. Or do you want to do that like the last week of the month or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fifth week.
Oh, the 5th week event. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So
it's our annual. Deal with it.
So which Mysterio issue do you want to, or arc do you want to throw out?
You know the one. I'm sorry.
And Riley?
No.
Oh.
The one after that. It's fine.
Oh, okay. The one during the gauntlet during brand new cap. Okay. That's fine.
Exactly.
That's fine.
In comparison, Ben Reilly's not that bad.
All right. Let me talk to Mr. Kona. Maybe we'll try to do like the first arc of Spider-Man 2099, maybe.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Alrighty.
Let's go.
You're still, hey, it's far from home until we get good stuff. But anyway, so yeah, email us about any of those Mysterio arcs or Spider-Man 2099 to capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Ultimate Spidercast, at ULT Spidercast on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. The voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And go check out, because it's emerging from the fog, capesandlunatics.org. Can you just hear her seething? All right, everyone. Join us next time. Again, Spider-Man Far From Home. Me, Little Hellfire. I'm sure we'll have a professor or two. An Alaskan or two. And maybe just pop it off Mr. Swan. We'll see. Let's swing on back.
Blip.